What's up, guys? It's Chris and Grogu from Abstract Tiger, and we're here with the season finale of The Mandalorian. Oh my goodness. I have been waiting a very long time for this. Uh, Basically a week, but um, what whatever. It seems like a very long time, especially with the way today has been. It has been a very rough day, but um, I had this to look forward to, and I just had to keep reminding myself, Mandalorian tonight, Mandalorian tonight, yay! And I picked up this cutie. I don't know. I found him on the side of the road. No, I'm kidding. But anyways, oh my goodness. So let's see. A little bit of recap. We had last week Bill Burr returning as Vince Mayfield, the sharpshooter, Imperial sharpshooter, which of course he definitely proved how well of a shot he was by destroying not one, not two. Well, he did destroy two transports in one shot and the entire refinery of Rhydonium. Yeah, so that's very impressive. And he, quote unquote, died during that whole ordeal. But as we all know, he got let go. Marshall Dune and, Din decided, hey, he did a great enough job. And I have to admit, I was very surprised to see how the depth of, how Bill Burr did that scene with his former CO there in the cafeteria. That was very intense, very well played, very well acted between both actors. So, that was great. That was fantastic. It was great. And then we had Boba Fett show up in his newly repainted armor. Oh, it was splendid to look at. And then we also got the seismic charge from episode 2 make a return, taking out some TIE fighters. That was glorious. And then at the very end, culminated the whole episode, we had Dan basically pull a Liam Neeson and taking speech to Moff Gideon, using his own Moff's own words against him. Basically saying, hey, we're coming to get this little guy here, and whether you believe it or not, here I come. So, oh man, that was just a really quick recap. So let's get into it. All right, focus. Oh, what in the world? Shooting at... Oh, hey, there's Dr. Cushing. Pershing, not Cushing. Ooh, ion charge. Well,
an ion cannon. I'm not with him. We can work something.
Oh, well.
Drop your weapon.
No. Now you listen to me. This is a top-tier target of the New Republic. Destroying your planet was a small price to pay to rid the galaxy of terrorism.
Yep. Saw that coming. He pushed the Alderaan button. You don't push the Alderaan button. The rescue. Oh, yes. Very hopeful. Ha. Oh my gosh. Is that Oh my gosh! It's a Concord Dawn ship! Oh, that's so cool!
This armor belonged to my father.
Don't you mean your donor?
No!
Princess.
No princess. She called it.
I've heard your voice thousands of times.
Mine might be the last one you hear.
Koska, Fennec, Dune, and myself disembark with maximum initiative. Once we've neutralized the launch bay, we make our way through these tandem decks in a penetration maneuver.
And me?
Will be misdirection. Once we draw a crowd, you slip through the shadows.
Yeah.
We'll meet at the bridge.
They have a plan. Let's see if it sticks. Oh, that's cool. Never. Wow. Oh, that's very Battlestar Galactic-esque. Oh. Oh. That was cool. Cars are gonna be thinking, I want one of those jetpacks now. Oh boy, here comes the Star Wars Cylons. Wow. Oh, droid. And closed. Oh, not good. Oh. Yeah, okay. Does not care. Does not care. Oh. Oh, that's bad. There we go. The spear. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Yep, okay. Ah. Oh. Oh. Okay, they got that shot from the SC-38 remake.
The Dark Saber. It belongs to you.
He doesn't want it.
No. It belongs to her.
She can't take it. It must be won in battle. In order for her to wield the Dark Saber again, she would need to defeat you in combat.
I yield. It's yours.
We're being boarded.
It's all those dark troopers. It's all the dark troopers. Oh boy. Ooh.
You're about to face off with the Dark Troopers. You had your hands full on one. Let's see how you do against a platoon.
Okay. They're just gonna punch their way through.
X-Wing.
An X-Wing?
One X-Wing? Great. We're saved.
Wait. X-Wing? Oh! He's parking up. He senses. Who is it? Who is it?
Why did they stop?
Oh. Why did? Oh.
A Jedi?
Oh, you're scared now. Oh, it's green. Oh my gosh, it's Luke. Oh. Oh my gosh.
Drop it.
Oh. You don't get to kill yourself. Oh. Oh, come on. So much tension. He's just cutting them down. The son of Anakin Skywalker is in the house. The Luke Skywalker.
I said open the doors.
Are you crazy?
No. Fine, I'll do it myself then. They'll only open so far because of the dents. But oh, who's it? Who's the? Oh my gosh! It looks so good.
Are you a Jedi?
I am. Come, little one.
Oh my gosh! It's Luke's theme.
He doesn't want to go with you.
He wants your permission.
He wants your permission to go.
He is-
I'll see you again. I promise.
Oh. Oh. Huh. He's touching the helmet. Give him the ball. Oh, wait. Oh, he shaved his mustache since last episode. Oh.
All right, pal. It's time to go. Don't be afraid.
R2! Aw. Huh. Oh, that it? Oh, Peyton Reed, written by Jon Favreau. Ugh. Okay. Oh, this is different ending. There's no concept art this time. Oh, wow. Okay. Let me collect myself here. That's twice. Twice this show has brought me to tears. Oh my gosh. Oh. Wow. Oh. Fantastic job. Oh my gosh, fantastic job. Uh, all right. You can sit there. Hydrate myself for a second. Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. That was a finale. Oh. Man, where do I start? Oh my gosh. Where do I start? I guess at the beginning is a good spot as any. Wow. Alright, well, we got Bo-Katan and her companion, other Mandalorian companion. Alright, let me just put this here, okay? Bo-Katan could have easily just taken the Dark Saber from Din, because he offered it, because she did that. She took it from Sabine when Sabine offered it to her to her in Rebels. Maybe she never really carried it with her. That's how Moff Gideon was able to just come in and take it without her really even trying to fight for it, because she didn't feel like it was hers, because she didn't win it in combat. That's the only thing I can think of. But, well, as far that storyline is not over. I'm sure that's going to be addressed in the next season, because he doesn't want the throne of Mandalore. Din doesn't want the throne of Mandalore. Let's see. We got to see Dr. Pershing for a little bit. I wonder, did they just leave him on the Lambda shuttle when this all went down? I mean, where was he? I mean, they all came off the ship. They started shooting the stormtroopers, and that was it. I mean, I guess he is he? I guess he's still on there. Just still was like, hey guys, are we done? Is it over? I think you forgot me. I don't know, but anyways, yeah. So he is definitively not one. Yeah. Definitely, if given the chance, definitely switch sides, because I'm sure that he does not want to be in the midst of his whole thing. And yes, they did confirm that he was the cloning engineer. So yeah, he was working on some sort of cloning project for Moff Gideon, and apparently Moff Gideon got all he wanted, which was a lot of baby blood. Creepy, but hey. Yeah, and you can definitely tell Grogu was still out of it because of the, lack of blood in his system. But, I very seriously doubt that Moff Gideon gave him a cookie and some orange juice after donating. But, considering that he was standing there with the Dark Saber over his head when Din walked in the room. We also got to see the Dark Troopers in action, and then they weren't in action. Yes, they were in action. They were a very big threat to, our merry band of rescuers, and then they weren't. And wow. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Cara Dune's gun jammed, and she performed percussive maintenance on it to fix it. That's great. There, that did it. Blam, 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 blam. Very good. Oh, man. And the fight between Din and Gideon, Beskar Spear versus Dark Saber, very, very good. Oh, and you can definitely tell. Oh, man. Who wanted it more? I mean, I'm pretty sure they were really even, combat-wise. I mean, Din was trained since he was little by the Mandalorians that basically adopted him, and Gideon, who knows what his real backstory is, but I have a feeling he is Empire for lifer, you know. I was like, Kara just kept throwing him to the ground, just like, get out of the way, shove, and down he went again. Oh man, it was so epic that, you know, I'm jumping all over the place. I'm still really scatterbrained, but hey, you know what? That's okay. This is as authentic as it gets. Tears and everything, man. Wow. Woo. Okay. I'll probably end up tearing up again before this is all over. But, yeah, we got, the Dark Troopers were, yeah, I mean, temporarily inconvenienced by being sucked out of an airlock. Very Cylon-esque. Very Battlestar Galactica reimagined series-esque. Because for those of you who have watched that series, you know that one of their favorite things to do is shove people out of airlocks. Or rather, have them be sucked out of an airlock. Yeah. And unlike the organic Cylons of that series, the Dark Troopers, well, they can survive in space because they're just droids. And yes, they did confirm that these were Phase 3 Dark Troopers, which follows along with what was in the old Legends canon. Yeah, there was 3 phases to them. Phase 1 and Phase 2 had organic components of varying degrees, and then Phase 3 was, well, full-on droid. And I am... I would not be surprised if their armor plating was not Beskar. I mean, I'm not really too familiar with a lot of some of the old Legends stuff, but I think Durasteel was probably the next hardest thing, or resilient, I should say, next to Beskar. If you can't have Beskar, then Durasteel is your next best bet. Not as robust as Beskar, but, you know, pretty close as you can get it. So it's either going to be one of those two. Considering that the only thing that seemed to dent the things was the Beskar spear and a lightsaber. Oh, okay. Alright, I have put it up off long enough. I have to move on. Oh my goodness. Luke Skywalker showing up, and whenever they said it was a single TIE X-Wing fighter, that's when it just kind of, he's like, oh, wait a minute. And then you saw the Dark Cloak, like whenever Luke was walking into Jabba's palace and Return of the Jedi. And then I was just waiting. Oh, and seeing that green saber. Oh my gosh, that was so awesome that he just waltzes in and just cuts down the entire platoon of Dark Troopers. That, oh wow, that is Gideon seeing all that work just go to nothing. And the fact that when they were showing all that on the Grogu, I mean on the screen, and that just there was that shot of Gideon just sitting there just watching it, that just sheer look of terror on his face. I'm sure that he has not. If he has not met Luke, I'm sure he has not met Luke in person, but he has heard the stories of of Luke Skywalker. Oh my goodness, and what he did. Wow. And I'm impressed. It looked pretty good. It looked really good. They went with a digital CG face of when he, what it would have looked like, 5 to 9 years or whatever after the Return of the Jedi when this takes place. There's a lot of speculation which way it is. I don't care. It's shortly afterwards. And they got the. I don't know who they got the to do the voice, but I thought it sounded like it was. I don't think it was actually Mark Hamill, because Mark Hamill's voice is a lot more gravelly now. Sorry, Mark, if you ever watch this. Not saying anything about your voice. It's very melodic and distinct and whatnot, and some would say angelic to a certain degree, but sure. Oh my gosh, I just looked through the credits. It was Mark Hamill doing his voice. Oh my goodness, yes. Oh, they had to have taken some audio clips from some of his other works, maybe, or he actually came in and did the VO work. Whatever, I don't care, but he is oh man, that is awesome. Wow, that is fantastic. Okay, alright, I'm back. I started shutting things off, and this is gonna have to be interjected at the beginning. Oh my goodness, I have missed something here. So let's finish up this little bumper at the end. I did not see this. I preemptively stopped the video, so this will just have to be tacked in the middle. Things are going to look different, but that's okay. Whatever. Playing. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Tatooine. Tatooine. Oh, hey, it's Jabba's palace. Oh, him. The guy who took over. Oh gosh, that Twi'lek. Ugh. Oh. McClunky. What? Did he just say McClunky? Oh. Finnick. You're free. Get out of here. Bye. Ooh. Okay. This is... There's Boba. Boba.
What kind of valiant teeth be?
Ooh. Okay. He just up and killed him. All right. Bib Fortuna's dead. And now he sits on a hut throne. What? That's cool. All right. Wow. The Book of Boba Fett. December 2021. Oh, wow. What? Okay. Okay. This just keeps getting better and better. Wow. Okay. Yeah. That was unexpected. Kind of wish I had watched it all the way to the end, through the credits and whatnot. But yeah. Wow, okay. That was definitely a, it's like, okay, this is where we're going to pick up now. Bib Fortuna took over where Jabba died, after Jabba died. Well, after Leia killed Jabba. Man. Woo! Alright. Now Boba is sitting on Jabba's throne. That's going to be interesting. Huh. And Finnick is with him. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, she kind of has a life debt to him after he saved her from, dying in the sands of Tatooine. Man. Okay. That was good. Ooh. Ooh, Bib Fortuna let himself go. But we don't have to see him anymore. He dead. Boba just up and shot it. Blam. Whoa. All right. Wow. December 2021. Okay. Book of Boba Fett. Maybe doing a reaction to that as well. Whew. A lot of people were speculating who Grogu actually reached out and touched, got in contact with there and on Typhon. Some speculated it was going back to Ahsoka. Some people speculated it was Luke. Other people said, oh, it could have been Mace Windu. He could have easily survived, but or some of the other, like Cal Kestis or Ezra Bridger. Any one of those could have been great, but this makes sense because at this point, Luke is doing one of two things right now. One, he's either training his sister, Leia, or he's already done training his sister, and she's already went and stepped out of the order from under his tutelage as a Jedi. And he's starting his school. Which is heartbreaking. Considering what happens. I don't want to think about that. That's too sad. I don't want to start crying again. You guys don't care. That's entertainment for you. But, wow. The implications. I mean, there is a possibility that, for a time, Grogu trained, and then, he got, old enough or whatever, or decided that, he wanted to come back. We just don't know. I mean, that's always a possibility. Before what happened, before Ben Solo turned and destroyed the school. I mean, that's hopeful. Like, yeah, I would love for that to be the actual fact. We don't know. And I'm sure Dave Filoni's like, you'll never know. But I know. Eventually, I may let you know. I'm sorry, that's a very pitiful Dave Filoni impersonation. But anyways, Dave Filoni likes to keep things pretty close to the chest and not reveal much, and just kind of like, I'm gonna let you be surprised. And oh boy, I was definitely surprised. Oh man, and seeing Luke in action, it was just like effortless. The son of Anakin Skywalker, the chosen one. Oh goodness, just, I mean, I would imagine going through a platoon of Dark Troopers is probably a lot easier than facing down Palpatine and then fighting his dad. I'm sure that this was like, all right, do, all the day's work, well, maybe not so cavalier about it, but you get the idea, okay? But man, once I saw that green blade, which green blade? Yes, I have all different colors today. Anyways, man. All right, let's see here. And now the part that I'm really, really been putting off. The end. Where Grogu goes with Luke. And he wanted permission to go. From Din, from his adopted dad, as it were. Man, I had a feeling that whenever Grogu started to try to touch his face and all he got was like that helmet, I knew that he would. I knew he was going to take the helmet off again, and it was just going to be this whole emotional moment. That's up there for me, personally, as one of the, probably in the top 5 emotional moments in Star Wars, all across all the properties so far. That includes the Clone Wars, the movies, Rebels, Mandalorian, and yes, I did watch Resistance. Let me say, it's not for me or my age group. That was definitely a show for like 10 and under. I watched it. I gave it my fair shot. Anyways, I hate to say it, but I'm glad it only got 2 seasons. Not some of their best work. Even still. Moving on from that. We're done with that. So, this moment ranks in my top 5. Oh wow. This season as a whole, fantastic. I mean, there was a couple of things that are just like, we're here and we're doing this, like the whole frog lady and on the ice planet thing. The whole thing could have been avoided, but whatever. Anyways, but still, it did kind of set up some things with the Captain Carson and Trapper Wolf, and then them showing up on Navarro. You kind of had that little connecting tissue there, but overall, this season has been fantastic. Oh my goodness. Seeing Katie Sackhoff come back as and come, originally showing up as her live action of Bo-Katan, and coming back again for this episode. We had our live action debut of Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka Tano. That, by the way, was the first tearing up episode. So if you want to go and see that, this is in a playlist. So it's the first episode in this playlist, because that's yeah. No, it's not. I'm wrong. Third episode. The third episode was, which was the Bo-Katan episode of introducing her. Yeah. My final thoughts on this whole series. This season as a whole. I'll say it again. It was fantastic. They could not have picked a better way to end this. They could have easily went the super, super dark way, where, they're in the middle of the firefight. The Dark Troopers are swarming the bridge. Whoops. They could have went, the super dark way, as I was saying before. Dark Troopers flooding the bridge. Everybody just fighting for their lives. They could have easily had, a couple of major, if not fatal wounds, but maybe just some major injuries or something. Finnick, she doesn't have any Beskar. She's got a cybernetic belly, but she doesn't have the Beskar armor that the Mandalorians have. Cara Dune could have easily been, seriously injured. She's got her drop armor, but, it's not in Beskar standards that I'm aware of. They could have easily, hurt, or even went so far as to, I hate to say it, but, have Grogu be killed. But they didn't. And apparently, the Dark Troopers had some sort of, I'm kind of curious, what sort of, programming. Obviously, Moff Gideon was almost as confused as everybody else was as why they stopped and whenever Luke showed up. But anyways, I'm circling around again, but man, all right, guys. Next season speculations. I really hope they resolve the Dark Saber thing pretty easily with Bo-Katan. And then just hands it to her. Here, just take it. She was part of Death Watch, and they are a little bit more traditional warrior class cast of Mandalorian. Not nearly as he's not so much anymore, but what Din was before at the beginning of the entire series. But it was interesting. Oh yeah, and another thing, we got to see Boba Fett interact with Bo-Katan, and how she recognized his voice, and as because she worked with Clone Troopers before, which has Jango's voice, and Boba has Jango's voice. Yeah. Man. I'm still scatterbrained, but I'm still processing what's going on. But man, this was a fantastic finale. Oh my goodness. I'm happy. I'm very happy. And with Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni at the helm with this, and we've got the Boba Fett spin-off coming, and we've got the Ahsoka Tano miniseries coming, and these three supposed to be, according to the info dump that we got this past week, they're supposed to intermingle with the Mandalorian, and we got to see R2-D2. I didn't have him out. Hindsight. Anyways, thank you for joining me on this journey through the Mandalorian Season 2. I'll definitely be reacting to Season 3, so keep close eye on the channel for that, whenever that comes back. Oh man, I am definitely going to be reacting to this Ahsoka miniseries. Let's see. We also got the Bad Batch, spin-off coming out at some point. We also got, Star Wars Andor, which is the Cassian Andor series that's going to be coming out. They're in production of that. Can't wait to see what that is. We got a lot of Star Wars coming up in the next 3 years. 2 to 3 years. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah. So, having said all that, also, like I said, be watching, I'll be doing some Doctor Who reactions coming out, hopefully soon. I'll probably be taking this spot. So, be looking towards that. Having probably different, the Tiger art will stay. Out here art, stuff will be different for that. Anyways, until next time, guys, this is Chris. I'm signing off. Bye-bye and be blessed.